Mike with Ronin Speedworks. I'm here to talk to you tonight about our FD 8.8 IRS Complete Mount Kit. And you're seeing it right here. This is made to solve the problem of you making too much power in your third gen Mazda RX-7 and making the rear end differential go boom. We substitute a Ford 8.8 IRS housing from a Explorer rather than the Ford Cobra, because the Explorer has thicker, more beefy mounts and an aluminum housing that allows you to use one of Ford's most common gear sets and the options for traction in terms of spools, limited slip differentials, anything you want to run in order to maintain traction for your intended purpose on your Mazda RX-7. Since we've gotten all these benefits, how are we going to make that happen? Let me walk you through it real quick. This is the rear mount. This ring adapter goes between the top cover and the differential housing on the other side. You'll see after you bolt down with the supplied hardware, this mount, you end up being able to utilize the factory Mazda mounting positions for the rear differential. The rear mounting ears using polyurethane bolt-in parts. The front of the differential has in the past had bolt-in options, but those have certain limitations, which is they get distorted under high horsepower applications. We needed to find an option that allowed you to have greater strength in this rear end. This ends up requiring it to be a weld-in option. You end up dropping the subframe. We provide detailed instructions on how to weld this into place in the right orientation so that you get everything dialed just right. You also end up finding that the load path for energy is being pushed up into these mounts, and that you can adjust with different types of bushings depending on your application. The other major benefit of moving this mount up top and going through the effort of welding is now you have places to run fantastic exhaust options. When the mount is underneath, exhaust is extremely limited, limiting ground clearance and power. Speaking of power, we've been having a lot of success with this kit, making a lot of power and having guys get it to the ground with excellent success. Eventually, you can find ways to improve even fantastic products. This is one of the newest innovations for this product. It's a doubling plate that is nicely tied in to give you notably greater strength through the midpoint of this mount. That helps to eliminate any potential chance of distortion under high horsepower applications. I'm talking high horsepower, 6, 7, 800, 900 horsepower. We've got 1,000 horsepower guys running this kit, and this has been adapted and improved based on their input. Additionally, we find that the factory Mazda parts consistently start to become a limiting factor, and that's understandable based on their factory intended power ratings. Guys making serious power can utilize these. They come in your kit. Those are gussets for your factory subframe. The part that this is welded to, we now help you reinforce with this kit. Lastly, let me tell you a little bit about the axles. You got the power coming to the differential. How are we going to get it out to the rear tires? We make hybrid axles to go from the now Ford differential out to the Mazda hubs that you have. These hybrid axles are made specifically for this purpose, and we've got them in most of our applications running a high amount of horsepower. But as guys continue to make more, we've been able to look out for them too. We make grande options for this kit, which maintain even larger axles all the way out to custom hubs that are then required for those higher horsepower applications, and we'll give you more information on those maybe in another video. That said, this is exactly the solution you're looking for when you're making lots of horsepower in your third gen Mazda RX-7 in order to get power to the road. We look forward to working with you.